This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
No shade goes by.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out, y'all.
I'm real excited about DJ Wonder's mix. Monday mix went pretty damn good, right, Tracy?
Hell freaking yeah, per usual. Come on.
And I'm excited about our next guest, man. This
Really?
dude this is the homie, right here, man. This is the homie right here, man.
You're the homie.
Yeah, you the homie, man. You the homie. The one and only Adrien Brody is here, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up?
How you been, man?
What's going on? I'm good.
Good to see you,
Good.
man.
Always looking fly too.
Thank you. I just
like the
shaved
jacket.
off like the mad crazy beard that I had rocked.
Dude, the beard got really popular, and then beard culture started to grow, right?
Yeah.
Like
It
everybody,
did, right?
Yeah, right. It
Yeah.
became the end thing to do.
Yeah.
And when did you shave yours?
Yesterday.
Oh.
Okay, so
Drake shaves his
yeah.
off too.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna ask you if Drake had any influence on that.
You know, I've been on the road. Maybe no, but but I'm glad he caught wind of it trying to be like.
Yeah.
I've been painting. So since I saw you, I've kind of really like taken like now it's time to take the music seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm like I realize with the painting and like finding time to like focus on something that brings me a lot of joy and like something that I feel good, really good doing, like making music. And I've taken like a year. I've basically taken almost since I saw you off.
Yeah.
Wow.
From
Really?
acting.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did this Dice episode that was on, but I haven't done a film in like a year and a half. I've been painting and I've been producing some film projects, and then I've just and I've been making some beats.
That's beautiful that you're putting your self-preservation as a priority. But I'm wondering, does that make your handlers freak out? Like your agent?
You know, my handlers. Like I'm a wild animal. Motherfucker needs a handler and shit. Watch it. He's a little irritated.
He's creating. He's over there creating.
You know what I mean, bro.
Bring in Brody's handlers. I'm sure they'd like me to be working. I mean, I'm down to work. I'm not giving up acting, but I'm much more discerning because I have finally tapped into the understanding that, first of all, time is flying.
Yes.
It's
Come on.
flying. Whether you realize it or not, it is flying by. And our world is really unpredictable, and it's got a lot of drama. And why wait thinking, I've been making beats since I was 20.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a shame. Whether I don't even need to make money on it.
Yeah.
But the fact that I have music that I want to share with people, that I want to like have out there, that is as dope as a lot of stuff that is out there.
Yeah.
Or definitely on par. It's a shame. And I think I've just, I've been very focused on trying to do my day job.
Yeah.
Which I love doing and I'm grateful for. But the same thing with the painting. Like I never thought I would have the courage to really paint and like get up in front of people and show some work, and it's been amazing.
So you've
really
shown folks the work, or
I just had a show last week at Art New York. I had a solo show. I should have hit you up, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
crazy.
That's okay, man.
I'm sorry.
Your
I'm just
handlers-
distracted. My handlers, they didn't hit you up?
No, the handlers didn't hit me up. But next time,
I should
definitely.
have told my handlers.
Yeah, I would have been interested in seeing that. But damn, coming to that revelation at this stage, man, that must be very gratifying and liberating for you now, right?
It's great, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did this whole piece. I did a show actually in Art Basel, Miami, last year. And it started with me traveling and like painting with a friend of mine who's this dope Spanish painter, and he like paints with all these things like bullfighting and stuff that are significant to Spain and relevant. I said, man, I'm looking at a blank canvas. I'm like, what can I paint that's like really relevant to American culture? And I was in Spain. I said the first thought I had was a hamburger.
Yeah.
So I started painting like cheeseburgers and like fast food, and I'm thinking, wow, fast food, it's really like American. It's everywhere. Images and what people get from America and what we are fed.
Yeah.
You go anywhere, that is what we are fed, and especially in, less affluent communities.
Yeah.
That's really your option.
Yeah.
You got 5 fast food restaurants, and that's what's there.
Come on.
And that's not great. We think it's great. We've exported it to something amazing, but it's not healthy. It's convenient as hell, but it's not healthy.
Yeah.
And then I thought of how violence and violent imagery and everything, from obviously the music we love, but the movies that are made, the video games that kids are playing, and the toy guns that we give the kids, and how violence is just as common as fast food. And so I did a whole art show with all this stuff, and I did, I had this I went for it. I had an installation called Family that I had this plaque up which said Family, and I had these stuffed animals dressed like gangbangers.
Oh wow!
And they represented children who do not have a family, who end up on the streets, and the gang culture and gang code becomes the family code, and how the little ones look up to the older ones and want to be like the OGs that have had a life on that, and how that perpetuates a life of tragedy, incarceration, and those codes that you got to adhere to.
Yeah.
And then, and I even had I had a gat in a backpack and a spray can. So that was representing rebelliousness and the need to take matters into your own hands because shit is real. And then I had a 40 of Colt 45, which is marketed to the urban community, and a Colt is a weapons manufacturer, and a 45 is a caliber, and so there's violence even in the spirit that is being fed.
Right.
And I came up with this while I was down in Miami setting up my paintings.
Wow.
So there's a consciousness that I have that can be expressed through art.
Yeah.
That can speak to all kinds of people, and myself, and I tell you, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to delve into that and then find some outlet to kind of express it thoughtfully and creatively.
Do you think it's even enhanced your acting by being able to get that off, or just separate things?
Well, I haven't been acting, so we'll see. But
Yeah.
maybe I don't know how to act anymore. I'll get back to it and be like, my handlers will be like, what the
But-
fuck happened to him? He's an artist. He's not an actor.
The handlers. You know what, man? Adrien Brody is here. We got a new movie, Manhattan Night.
Yes.
That's in theaters this Friday. We'll talk about that, man. But I love where you're at right now, man. I'm not even trying to be funny, man. But yesterday I was in L.A. and I was with my partner King Tech. When I started with the Wake Up Show, and we were watching his kids, play sports all weekend. I went to a track meet on Saturday. I grew up running track, so it's like, wow, man, I miss this. We went and watched them practice football, and yesterday I was like, wow, man, I miss this. And one of my passions, it's not painting or making beats necessarily, but it's fishing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it's an art to that. It
is, yeah.
It's an art to fishing, and
That's cool.
I'm a catch and release type guy, and I was just sitting with Tech last night.
Is that just with fish? Or?
Yeah, hey,
Summertime, baby.
hey.
Oh, forget about it. I'm sorry, that's the dice. That's the dice still.
Dice show,
stuck
by
in
the
me.
way, is
Yeah,
hilarious to me.
Yeah, go on.
I love that show, by the way. And it's been a long. I've been telling people, I've been trying to talk it into fruition that I want to start putting more time into that passion for the same reasons. Time is ticking.
Yep.
Escaping us.
It's an unpredictable world.
Yep.
And why am I waiting?
That's right. And if that makes you happy, then you have to spend time making yourself happy. You've got to take the time to do that.
You got to.
And
right?
none of the rest is really going to do it. I mean, we all, we're all ambitious.
Yeah.
That's part of it. This is the life we lead, and this is what's encouraged. And I'm not against anybody pursuing all their ambitions. But if you've had a degree of success, you have an understanding of what the struggle is like on the way, and then what the success fulfills and what it doesn't. And if it doesn't fulfill those other things, you can't keep chasing the idea of what is going to make you happy.
Yeah.
You got to go find things that make you happy currently. And even if you've got to change certain things, and so that's where it's at. And if
Yeah, I might be
casting
fishing.
flies,
man.
throwing
Come on,
the
man.
bait out,
And bro,
makes you happy. That's the thing to do.
Yeah, I'll fly fish.
Yeah,
right.
You can fly fish.
I can fly.
I'm not great, but I've done it.
Yeah. It's a rhythm to it.
What is it? 3 and 9.
I didn't. Oh yeah,
that's how you
9,
do it.
3
3 and 9, 3 and 9. That's how you. That's where you keep.
This is
I have no
foreign
fucking
language.
idea what you're talking
Look
about.
at it. Yeah.
It's like you look at a clock. You look at a watch. You get the rod back 3 and 9, 3 and 9. Then you let it go at 9. So then you're not like.
Look at that clock.
Yeah.
Look at that clock.
that?
You see what the number 3 is and
Right.
the number 9 is?
Okay.
So the motion.
If you go 2 and 7, it ends up in your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
want that.
So you go 3 and 9.
That's a good tip. You sure? No. Some people like
Something
that.
bit me.
All right. Adrien Brody's here, man. We're going to open up phone lines, too, but we're going to do something really special. 888-742-3345. Oh, we're going to talk about the movie.
Oh, yes.
Okay, we're going to talk about
My
the
bad.
movie. But you brought beats?
I brought beats.
Hey.
You brought beats,
I got to
son?
do them on the fly because I've just been crazy. So it's just going to be, I'll just mix some stuff down off my iPad
Okay.
that I got on this
Okay,
little program.
man. That's up next. Improv.
All right,
Play in the morning.
improv style.
I just want to.
Placed in the time it takes me to tie my shoelaces.
See, that's a clip from a really complex movie called Manhattan Night, starring the one and only Adrien Brody, who's with us right now as Porter Rand. In that clip, you were talking to your employer, right?
Yes.
Who not only employed you, but assigned you with the task, correct?
Yes.
Okay. DB, you want to jump in?
I was trying to break this down to him. I watched the movie last night, and it's very complex. You really cannot miss anything about it. But I did like that it had had a lot of retro elements in it. I mean, there's a guy who's passionate about working at a newspaper. You know, most people read their stuff online or digital now. He eats Bazooka Joe.
Yeah.
You know, the girl writes her number down on a piece of paper. You know, most people don't do these things anymore, and I like that. And I was just wondering if the movie would have worked if it had been filmed as a period piece, like say in the 50s or 60s, if it had been set in that time versus today.
I think it's a throwback to a style of filmmaking that I really love. That I actually grew up. My dad really gave me my love of film at an early age, and the kinds of movies I saw were martial arts films on Canal Street when we go to the movie theater together and see like straight up kung fu movies with subtitles in early 80s, and then films like this, which were noir, classic, Hitchcock thrillers. This is a style of filmmaking that is it's kind of lost, and I think there's space for this. It's a contemporary version of that, but there's the classic femme fatale, which is the female character that is just trouble, and she's trouble the minute you meet her, and then the poor guy gets in over his head, and I love that, and I think this is a really character-rich drama, and when you have characters, hello.
Sorry about that. Yo, the phone's ringing in.
Hey, don't call in yet.
Yeah, right.
But it's just amazing to get to find material like this. I'm a producer on the project. I helped raise the financing on the project, and Brian DiCubellis, our filmmaker, just did a wonderful job. He did it. This is an artistic endeavor, and I think these are the kind of movies that I think young people should balance their diet with.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's
have
like
to always
this
be
is the antithesis to the fast food that we are fed.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm attracted to make movies like this that have
some soul to it.
some soul and some complexity. I mean, this guy is somewhat heroic, but he fucks up.
Yeah.
He fucks up.
He's a
not,
tabloid writer, right?
He's a writer for the Daily News. He's an
Okay.
investigative journalist, and he's really good at it. He's he's like a detective, but he's in a place in his life where he's been doing his thing for a while. Not that many people are really reading the newspaper anymore. It's contemporaries now, so it's like, it's a dying art, and his little stories about, the millions of stories that go on in the city, I guess, are not as moving to him and where he's at, and so he gets wrapped up in this drama, and that seems enticing, and he throws his whole life into a tailspin, and has to
Yeah,
work
Mrs.
his way
Crowley
out.
was very tempting, I
Yes,
must say, watching
Mrs.
that movie.
Crowley.
That's the film Fatale.
That's
Yes,
she was bad. I don't think I would have been able to resist. He forgot his phone in one scene, and that's kind of what led to the trouble.
A little
masturbation took place.
Got it. It's a healthy thing, man. It's natural.
It is natural.
Yeah. Who doesn't masturbate? Who hasn't masturbated in the room? Show of hands.
Damn, nobody.
Heather B,
Heather.
come on, Heather.
Come on, Heather.
Masturbated with what? My finger?
Yes, hand wash.
Tracy, I live a different life. Anyway,
that's a whack life.
Some people just don't need it.
Yeah.
That's right. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
There's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah, I'm busy.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Hi. What's up, Adrien? Is it cool to ask him now?
No, go ahead, ask him.
I just dropped it out the sky. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Ryan Reynolds was here, and he had said that with Deadpool, he got turned down and stayed dedicated to this project for 12 years, and it paid off.
Yeah.
And you said this is a different, unique kind of film that people don't really do anymore. How long did it take then for the process from start to finish?
Well, first of all, he was excellent in that, huh? I mean, he was so dope in that movie.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yeah.
He really stuck to his guns and made the kind of movie he wanted to make.
And you said that, right.
And that's amazing. And that's really impressive. And that's a big commercial movie, yet it's character based. Like that's the coolest way to depict a superhero, you know. He just doesn't give a shit and he's just like stuck being that guy and like burned up and like mad about that. And that's really interesting, and he brought it to a place that he really wanted to do, and I'm sure he had a lot of challenges along the way.
Yeah.
So I'm very impressed with that. This was a screenplay written based on a novel that was a beautifully written novel, and that had been brought to me by Brian, the director.
How long
well
ago?
over a year, well over a year or so before we went into shooting.
Wow.
So this was 3-4 years ago, right? And it was one of the best scripts I read. Like I thought it's just really well written. It's just really great dialogue. All the characters are well crafted, and I said, okay, this is amazing. And it was very challenging to make a movie like this because this is not the movies that they're making. They're not funding these kind of movies, so you gotta find those on the resources on your own. And we managed to do that. And I championed it and traveled around. I even got Jackie Chan, who I did a movie with, to come on board and help, and I brought some funding in from China. And even though this wasn't really their model of what they wanted to do, they wanted to be very supportive of the kind of project that I believed in. And I do believe in it. I think it's really it's a great film.
That's dope.
Adrien Brody is here, man. Manhattan Night is in theaters this Friday. Trust me, you don't let this one pass you by. This is one you want to see. Great film. Congratulations on that. Now, you didn't come empty-handed. He brought some beats. This is going to be our own. This is going to be a staple with Adrien every time he comes. So you got to bring beats now. So you know what I mean?
Like I have
the last time I put it on him, like, man, I know who you are. You know, we know each other. But man, if those beats are whack, man, I can't support you. You know what I mean?
I expected that.
And then Souls of Mischief was here. They was like, man, do we gotta? I was like, no, man, trust me, man. You know, this is gonna be good. And then they heard your beats.
Oh, they were like, oh man, the pianist made some music, some beats. What? Okay.
You know, and they loved it. That's why they jumped on it. So today we're gonna have some fun. Adrien's gonna improv some beats right now, and then Wonder gonna add some flavor to it. And this is what it would sound like if you were produced by Adrien Brody. Okay, so
if you were produced, we'd go to the studio. I'd throw it through Pro Tools. We'd mix it down. We'd have layers and maybe throw a few live instruments and through So this is. I'll just break it down real quick. This is like. I'm on the road all the time. Yeah. I just got back. I was in Guatemala yesterday. Okay. I was in wow, what's that? Lions.
That was you stunting on us. That's when you get
okay.
Lions.
So shit was like, woo.
Lions.
Say what? I was like, damn, you fancy. I was like, I'm not trying to be fancy. But I'm just saying, I'm on the road. I'm doing lots of different things, and this is like headphones and an iPad, and I'm at least making some heat that when I find the time, and I gotta like really make some time to do this and get in with some people, like to to get up on some of these tracks, but I'm really this makes me feel good.
You know what? We gotta beyond this. We do Friday ciphers where we've had everybody from Mike Will made it to Diamond D to Premier's gonna do it. Amadeus, all these different producers come up. Just Blaze.
Yeah.
They play beats under the featured artists that come up. It's usually 3 rappers. So when you get time, you should come by and be the featured producer.
Hell
That would
yeah.
be so dope.
Yeah, you'll love this. And we talking hyenas on the mic.
Ripping.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's the hyena.
There's
right
the
there.
lions.
Okay. All right.
I like the lion better.
You like that? Huh? All right. All right. So let's get it. We're gonna get into All right. So let's get into these beats here. Okay.
All right.
Here's Adrien
All right,
Brody,
here we
Sway
go.
in the
What's
morning,
up?
Shade
What's up?
405. One to get ready. Let it rock a little.
Turn that shit up.
Turn that louder.
Oh, Brody in the building.
Nah, man. Sway in the morning. Brody on
What
the
up?
beats. Oh, I like that. Brody on the beats. I like that.
This shit's called High in the Sky.
High in the sky.
Not
First
saying
time
I
ever
was
heard.
high, but I was in the sky.
Yeah.
I grew up on the crime side, the New York Times side. Staying alive was no job, had second hands. Moms bounced on old men. So then we moved to Shaolin Land, a young youth. You're rocking the gold tooth, low goose. Only way I begin to G-York was drug loot. And let's start it like this, son. Rolling with this one and that one, pulling out gats for fun. But it was just a dream for the team who was a fiend. Started smoking wools at 16 and running up in gates and doing hits for high stakes, making my way off fire skates. No question, I was speed for cracks and weed. The combination made my eyes bleed. No question, I would flow off and try to get the dough on. Sticking up right boys on board. My life got no better. Same damn low sweater. Times is rough and tough like leather. Figured out I went the wrong route, so I got with a sick tight click and went all out.
Brody on the beat, Sway in the
Yeah.
morning. Featuring
Ray.
Raekwon, the chef.
Little Ray on the beat.
He doing it live
Man,
right here in the
man, that
studio.
shit is crazy.
Adding instrumentation.
Damn. I'm gonna load you some new shit.
Okay, all right, this is all right. Yo, Brody, change the beat. Sway in the morning, Shade 405. Yo, that was dope.
Yeah.
That sound right, right?
Yeah.
Damn, wrong.
How you feeling, oh?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Where your glasses?
What are you doing, oh?
That's what it is, my glasses.
This dude always hits
How
the
you
wrong
really
sound
feel?
effect, man.
Damn.
Damn.
Adrien Brody on the beats.
All right, Sway in the morning.
Yeah.
Brody on the beats. That's gonna be your new tag right
Brody
there.
on the
I
beats.
love that.
Brody on the beats.
Fire.
Mm. Live in the studio.
It's a little freestyle shit.
HB, you look like you about to.
Tracy said the same thing.
You look like you ready to spit on that.
Come on.
I got all these chains rolled up, and I got all this drink rolled up. I bought all these bottles up in this club. Came here with all my dogs, but I'm tryna leave it you and your friends. Yeah, tryna leave it you and your friends. Whoa.
Sway in the morning exclusive. Brody on the beats.
I got all these chains rolled up, and I got all this drink rolled up. I bought all these bottles up in this club. Came here with all my dogs, but I'm tryna leave it you and your friends. Yeah, tryna leave it you and your friends. Whoa.
Yeah.
I'll find you something else.
Sway in the morning. Shade 405. Adrien Brody on the beats.
That sound fire.
That sound great too, right
That's
there,
fun
man.
one.
You wanna do one more?
Yeah, for sure, for
One more?
sure, for
Okay,
sure,
one more.
for
Okay,
sure,
okay.
for
We
sure.
got time for one more.
Good
One
shit.
more.
He got to get an official drop though, like Brody on the beats. You know, like the females do.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but that's why I was
that's
doing
my
it, dude, so he could sample me.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
You need like some like hard ass
You sound good,
rapper
Sway.
on this shit. Just like drop
I
something.
appreciate
like
that. Tracy, you say Brody on the beats, and we're doing a seductive way. Go ahead.
And a seductive. Brody on the beats.
Oh, I like that shit. I want that one more time. Hold on. Let's get, yo, I'm gonna rewind that shit. Oh,
take it from the top. Take it from the top.
Oh yeah, I like that shit. Oh, it's like that's some Mike Will made it. That's some Brody on the beat.
Playback music.
All right.
Oh yeah.
You know, she's too aware of herself now. So
Shut up, Sway. Brody on the beats.
That was good.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45.
Individuals that smoke trees and pour mad liquor. Tighten up your mouthpiece if your talk gets slicker.
Have the beat.
Get your crew, bring them niggas through. Mine still thicker. See, we appeal to those that's real, cause we see the big picture. I'm fucking with those East Coast niggas packing that blue stick. That love they shorties rugged with they eyes and hair ripped. Big up the Brownsville, big up the Jersey, them niggas love me. I rhymes for respect, them niggas know I stay hungry. From the other side of the Hudson water, a nigga's daughter on some all fucking type order. Quarter charge pissing bitches off something decent. Now find me wildin' at the 54th precinct. I fucks with niggas with braids and with low cuts. Niggas that'll pull a heist and split your front. Putting plugs in fake thugs hollering street. I'm devil live from lie and 2 hours of sleep. Bitch niggas walk around like they rugged. Stacks of boom back and I know you don't want it. I'm a wild nigga, walk crack the heinies, twist the Dutch. My type of niggas just stay fucked up.
I had other songs, Wonder. You ain't have to scare the shit out of Adrien.
Damn, I ain't scaring me.
We ain't have to meet like this, Adrien.
Damn. I want to play you one last one. We got time for one last one? That shit was so dope. My God. That made me feel good.
All right.
Hold on, let me get Rich Nice in
Rich
here real
Nice.
quick.
You over there
That made
sleeping
me
at the
feel
couch.
fucking
Yo,
good right
We
there.
had why we
And that's her song. So
Why we
Really, that
had
shit is
that was
fucking
me
dope.
with MOP.
Yeah, that is
so
dope.
it was on my chocolate tie days,
Damn,
Adrien, when I was
my man.
smoking, you
Rich
know,
Nice
a little
here.
hundred
You
a
see
day.
Adrien Brody
Yo,
back,
what
man. Oh.
good.
Yeah. Hey, Rich, he been playing these fire beats. And we
Fire.
been throwing acapellas on it. Like,
Nice.
they fire to the point where we're not commenting. We're like, ooh.
I was watching. I was trying to see from through the window.
Man, put your headphones
shit was
on.
dope.
You know,
Throw
Rich
some
done, he
headphones
done
on.
produced everybody
Oh, man.
from Jay to
Yeah.
R.
I know.
Kelly to, you know, Trackmasters. You got one more.
There we
Okay,
go.
one
That's
more.
the lion shit. You gave him the
He got
lion
what
roar.
up?
You gotta be out. So you got one more.
One more. I'll give you one quick joint.
His
Ready?
handlers outside.
Here we
His
go.
handlers
Here we
outside.
go. Here we go.
All right, okay.
Damn. Hold up. Here we
They
go.
getting
Ready?
mad at us. They
Ready?
getting mad at us. You hear that, Rich?
Woo.
Yeah.
Brody on the beach.
Yeah.
Sway in the
That
morning.
shit a little louder.
Exclusive Shade 45.
Turn up his headphones, Rich.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. There you go.
You got Wonder.
T-O-N-Y, F-A-N-Y. Me and you got me, I got me. T-O-N-Y, F-A-N-Y. Multiply, killer cop. Me and you got me, I got me.
Got Iraq.
Me and make history. Supposedly, I was the man that was supposed to be the head of the clique. Lips sealed, no nick things. Go my thigh. I smoke bogey, swore like Shinobi. Shoot up your block to make you know me. You ain't ready yet. Slow down and recollect. Stay in the car, I start for law body set. Yo, Allahu Akbar. Look, Paul, now I'm set. Air conditioned cooler system. Yo, the tech glisten. On a mission. Shoot your back out position. Found missing. 2-5 deep in prison. Kid, listen. Dying across like a Christian. So you. Plus your weak religion in disguise. Nowadays I cut pies. The invincible, untouchable. CNN is both face, spitting and go with ink pen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Capone
shit,
Noriega
dude.
exclusive.
Capone Noriega.
Tony. What up, Nori? I'm going to send this to you, Nori.
Damn.
I'm going to send you these Brody beats,
Yo, man,
son.
I was chilling in those fucking hallways in Left Rock, man. My boy lived in Left Rock when we went to high school, man.
Say word.
It was crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. And that shit was real there. Left Rock was crazy.
What you don't know about this, man? He really undercover thug. That's what it is. Brody's a hood dude.
Crack
really,
vials, literally crack vials everywhere in the hallway, unfortunately. But yeah, that shit was that was growing up, man.
Yeah,
That's where we
man.
go. My boys live right there.
Man.
That's where we were.
Adrien Brody, man. That's beautiful, bro. Hey.
Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I'm sorry. How can I get the beats, Sway? I just want the beats. I want the beats.
I'll flip you some beats.
You
I'll
send
flip
you
you
some.
beats
Get
for
you,
sure.
Those beats sound fire.
Yeah, put some MCs on them, or even singers too. Manhattan Night is the name of the movie, in theaters this Friday. Brody, anytime, man. I'm gonna get in touch with you, so when you get some free time, come do that Friday cipher for us. All right?
Yeah, I'd love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we
Thanks
got
for
the
the love.
A&R room. Sway in the morning, Shade 45.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.